So dictionary, the first question is, why do we really need dictionary when we have already a list? So the couple of things in the dictionary, in the list, as you learned, that you always, access the data using some sort of an index, right? So when I say index, means position number of the entry in the list, correct? For example, when we create a list of a student in this class, or list of favorite food. So in the favorite food, you can always see that we write like foods. Let's say foods is a list, and foods will have, let's say, biryani, right? Then we can have paneer tikka masala. Then we can say veg biryani, right? Something like this. So what is if I want to access one entry in this list, I say foods and the variable name. Immediately after this, I give a square bracket and I put an index number. Yes, index is 0, is biryani. Index is 1, paneer. Index is 2, veg biryani. Each entry in this list is accessed by index that is starting with position number 0, 1, 2. And we already saw that in the string also, because a string, let's say paneer. Paneer is a string. And this is also a list because it's a set of characters. And we saw that, right? All these are characters, is nothing but a list. So if you say paneer is a string and put 0, this will return letter P. So, but the problem is the only way you can access this list is using the index. Second thing is the data is not described. You are able to understand the data, but you cannot say that this is, what is biryani? Biryani could be, a food item, if you know that. But if you don't know, then biryani could be anything. It's the name of a game. Who knows? So you cannot describe the data in this list. It's just the raw data you're holding it. But the definition of data you cannot store in this list. You do not know that what is the first entry, what is the second entry, what is the third entry. Let's say if I, I'll put it in a different way. Let's say I create a list and this list holds 10 soccer, true, and we say John. Can you tell me in this list, I created a list. Can you tell me what is 10? 10 can mean age. 10 can be number of goals. Soccer, little bit descriptive, it's the name of a game. But true can be, are you eligible? Are you vaccinated? It can be anything. John, the name of the player, or John could be name of the coach. You don't know. So list is not descriptive. And the only way you can access the list is by index. Like you can say index position 0, position 1, position 2, and position 3. But you cannot describe the data. And that is where dictionary comes into picture. In dictionary, you describe the data also. Okay. Second thing is dictionary. Dictionary is nothing but we also refer as key value pair. Okay. What I mean, you will see that. Let's say I want to describe Pranav. Okay. So I'll say, Pranav, a variable, Pranav underscore information equal to, and I put curly braces. This is how you create a dictionary. The list is created using square bracket and a dictionary is created using curly braces. And in this one, I'll say name. I'll say name, colon, and I'll say Pranav, comma. I'll say last name, colon. I'll say, Pranav, what's your last name? Pranav, you there? Say last name T. I don't know last name, so I give, or let's say U, unknown. Okay. And then I'll write unknown. Age 14, and say, vaccinated, I'll say false. As you can see, it's a structure. It's a data, multiple data poured into one structure. And that's why dictionary is a data structure. Otherwise, you will have name as a variable separate, last name is a separate variable, age is a separate variable. Now we are putting all together and we create a dictionary using curly braces. And in each curly braces, you have a key and you have a value. That's why it's called key value pair. Every entry in the dictionary, if you see, comma separated, right? Comma separated is a key value pair. The key is name, value is pronoun. Key is last name, value is unknown. Key is age, last name is, sorry, the value is 14. Key is vaccinated and value is false. So a dictionary is a data structure. You always put curly braces to begin and end. And within that, you create name value pair, comma separated. So you can define a dictionary for anything. You can define a dictionary for, let's say I want to define a dictionary for, a house. So I'll say house variable equal to, let's create a dictionary here and say comma value. So one attribute is, or one number of bedroom, number underscore bedroom. Remember, this is like a variable name. So you have to use underscore or no space, right? Number of bedroom, 5, comma. So I created one key and one value, then comma, the next key, next value. Number of bedrooms, say size, and we'll say, 6,000 square feet, comma, then size. Another key I will define is, number of story, I guess. So 3-storied, right? Then say cul-de-sac, right? Sac, I guess, and say true. It has cul-de-sac. Backyard, colon, true, right? So all these are keys. And then all of these are values. And each key value pair is separated by comma at the end so that you go to the next like that. Clear? So now you can create and hold a meaningful data, because each data like 5, 6,000, I have given a corresponding useful name that describes what the data is. And that is the major importance of having a dictionary. It makes and create a structured data with a meaningful definition of the data, not just the data. Right? Any questions so far? Okay. So now that we learned that a dictionary is nothing but a group of key value pair, key value, comma separated. I can access the value 5 by using the key. As long as key is unique, a dictionary cannot have multiple same duplicate keys. It is a basic rule. I can't define one more time and say number underscore bedroom. I cannot do that. This is not wrong, because it's supposed to be a key. So this has to be unique. The key has to be unique in this dictionary. You cannot define another number underscore bedroom. I cannot define the size one more time, because I already defined the size here, and that is the size, one entry, one key, one unique key in the data structure. That's one important rule. Name of the key has to be similar to name of a variable, the same rule. No space. You can use only underscore. You can use either camel case, and you can use underscore and give some meaningful name. Name must start with a letter, not with a number. Okay. Whatever rule we follow for creating a variable, we use it same for the key. And then value can be anything you want. Once you define this structure, and where do you really use dictionary in real life? And you can go everywhere you see a dictionary, right? Any object you take, like laptop. A laptop has a set of properties. Laptop has a color. Laptop has a brand or the name of the company, like Dell or HP. Laptop has screen size. Laptop has operating system, Windows or OS. You can take any object in this world and define that using the key value pair, a dictionary. Each property or each characteristics of that object. Television. If you say television will have let's say TV. So TV equal to, I can define a dictionary and I can say TV screen size equal to, something, right? Width is another one, another key. Length, right, is another key. Then color, another key. Smart TV, true. Is a smart TV, it has Netflix and everything already built in. You can take any object and think in terms of defining that object using key value